every once in a while, something happens that is just too funny. That is too good to not take a moment and celebrate in the failure. Kyle Rittenhouse, over the last couple days, has been really going through it. He's lost like 50,000 followers on Twitter, which is not a big deal. It's Twitter. Who cares? I mean, he's lost more followers on Twitter than I have. And you'll never guess the reason. Is it because he killed 2 people during a protest with a weapon he was not authorized by law to have? Was it him being just generally a dopey, pudgy little turd? No, it's none of these things. It's that he, for some inexplicable reason, decided to pit his political heft against that of Donald Trump. And he posted a video on his Twitter. I'm going to share it with you. And then all hell broke loose, and he is now being canceled and accused of being trans, and that he's a crisis actor from Sandy Hook. It just blew up in his face. But I want you to pay attention to just the final 10 words of this 35-second video that he posted on Twitter.
Hi, I'm Kyle Rittenhouse, Outreach Director for Texas Gun Rights. A lot of people are upset that I said I'm going to be writing in Ron Paul for President of the United States. And that is true. I will be writing in Ron Paul. Unfortunately, Donald Trump had bad advisors making him bad on the Second Amendment, and that is my issue. If you cannot be completely uncompromisable on the Second Amendment, I will not vote for you, and I will write somebody else in. We need champions for the Second Amendment, or our rights will be eaten away and eroded each day. I support my decision, and I have no takebacks.
Remember that. I support my decision, and I have no takebacks.
I support my decision, and I have no takebacks.
No takebacks. Well, listen, the grift, the gravity-like pull, the tractor beam, the pull of the grift is strong in Trump world. We've seen all kinds of characters, your Dave Rubins and your Jimmy Dores and your once progressive or liberal types get sucked into or willingly subject themselves to the MAGA nightmare for the money. There's a lot of money to be made if you're a right-wing huckster and snake oil salesman, liar, grifter, charlatan. If you have those proclivities, there's money to be made there. I'm certain I could make a whole bunch of money if I was to renounce the truth and any righteous adherence to reality and just go over and start saying, oh yeah, Donald Trump's great, he's great, I was wrong. You know, you'd be a J.D. Vance type. You could be vice president of the United States on the Republican ticket if only you're to resign yourself to the grift. Anyway, right-wing lost their minds on Twitter. Cat Turd, the famous Trump-supporting Cat Turd, said this: "Bye forever. I can stomach a lot of things." Apparently you can stomach a whole bunch of stuff, Cat Turd. Racism, xenophobia, anti-democracy, shredding the Constitution of the United States. All of those things are not a deal breaker for you. But apparently Kyle Rittenhouse saying he's going to write in Ron Paul is too much. But backstabbing millions who supported you at your lowest point, then turning on Trump right after he got shot. I can't stomach it. Won't put up with it. Forgotten forever. And he shared a picture of the fact that he had blocked Kyle Rittenhouse on Twitter. Chad Prather, who apparently is a comedian and commentator. I thought he was like some goofy country singer or something. He said this: "Oh well, Kyle, I regret to inform you that I will no longer be one of your guests on September 12th at Texas GR event. I reckon you can write in someone else. This was not the way, bud." This is not the way, bud. Hurt. Chad Prather. And then there's random right-wing weirdos and conspiracy accounts. It's accusing him of being trans, accusing him of being a child crisis actor when Sandy Hook took place like 20 years ago or so now. I mean, how long ago was that? Unfollowed and blocked. And then this goofball whining and crying up just the crocodile tears from the Guinness World Records book. After all real Donald Trump did for you, I contributed to your defense when you were arrested. But you are a piece of shit and are dead to me and probably most MAGAs. Possessive MAGAs, of course, gonna misuse the apostrophe. Go fuck yourself. Blocked. Like I said, he lost a bunch of Twitter followers, but it didn't last long because, of course, again, the tractor being pulled, the stepping back into line when you realize that the only way you make any money whatsoever is from MAGA world. He went back on the I have no takebacks, the bold and defiant claim, I have no takebacks.
I support my decision and I have no takebacks.
He tweeted this that is now pinned to his Twitter account, lest anyone know that he will never step out of line again. He says, over the past 12 hours, I've had a series of productive conversations with members of Trump's team, and I am confident he will be the strong ally gun owners need to defend our Second Amendment rights. My comments made last night were ill-informed and unproductive. I'm 100% behind Donald Trump and encourage every gun owner to join me in helping send him back to the White House.
I support my decision and I have no takebacks.
No takebacks until, take back. MAGA world. Do you need more evidence that it's a cult? Do you need more evidence that these grifters are just that? That when their paycheck is in jeopardy, all of a sudden, the no take back guy is taken back as fast and as furiously as he can? Come on. Gross and without doubt, very, very weird. Anyway, what do you think? I would love to know. Have you been following this drama on the Twitter? Which I'm getting increasingly tired of as days go on. You can leave a comment below. Let's talk about it there. You can also leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. And as always, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. I would humbly ask that if you are in a position financially, if you're on a fixed income, or you're on a budget, or you're on retirement or something like that, don't worry about it. Just make sure you're subscribed and share these videos. But if you have $2 to throw away and you want to throw it my way, I would appreciate it. You can click the join button below, become a channel member for $2 a month to help me do what I do here. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. If you want to follow me on Twitter, again, if you're already there to witness some of this nightmarish behavior, I'm at Dollemore on Twitter and Instagram and Threads and TikTok and Facebook and Blue Sky. All of them at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. Anyway, be better than this. Be genuine. Take care of one another.